Hello everyone, welcome. Today SJSU VAL will be playing against Maryville University in the CVAL League. We are in the upper bracket already for top 16, and I am Weebins and I'm here joined by
Beans. Nice to see you guys again. It's been a while.
Yeah, and honestly I feel like these last 2 days I've been enjoying myself a lot more in terms of casting, just because it's finally cool to see big names on the screen. Fun fact about Maryville is that MCE is their coach, former coach for C9, also coached the guard and Gen G back then. So you know, recognizing some big names out here, and some of these players have been around in the streaming scene, tier 2 scene as well. So this is not going to be an easy match by any means. We are playing split, and we got on the attacking side. Not sure how the maps or the side selection was decided, but it is what it is. Typically T-sided map, and oh my goodness, is that a... Oh, is that a Waylay Reyna we're cooking? Okay, surely not. Surely not.
Oh, okay.
Double duelist.
Yeah.
Interesting look from both sides. We got a Sage Cypher on Maryville University, while we got double duelists with the Raze Reynas. With the Tejo though, so very interesting choice of solo initiator and the two roles they chose to double up on for both teams. So, you know, honestly, if you've watched VAL for a long time, everybody knows bangers happen on split. So let's see what happens in this first map.
See what happens, yeah.
Let's see where the Cypher goes. I imagine it's just, yep, those look like just standard kill trips coming out with the setup.
Get the camera placed. Looks like they're going to attack A site.
So this is a nice read for the first round. Breach can stall, but there's not too much pressure otherwise. It's just a question of if Maryville's going to play for maybe a fast flank towards mid or just aggression. I mean, B is definitely a trap play. That is that Omen positioning though. You know, so looks like they will try to kill something, or maybe just get ahead for information. Maybe feeling confident about swinging that corner, and take it slow up A right now. Feeling out the ramp area right now. Both players are like towards heaven and the backside though, so
Cypher's peeking heaven.
yeah, it's a little bit of a shoulder peek. Shots fired. Presence has been made. And smokes are out. Everyone already rotated over with the exception of the Omen. And I think this will be a pause on the round for now. Maybe orb farming and just maintaining presence.
Slow walking to B site. Omen's on B site, so it seems like it's empty.
Yeah, but...
Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Looking at the wrong Omen.
Yeah.
Look at the wrong Omen.
I mean, it's, yeah, almost empty, but... Gonna see if Maryville read into this. Actually, 3-man push through the ramp area, but they clear it out and they start going back. Smoke off male, actually. This might be a re-hit into vents as soon as the wall falls down. And now, see Maryville kind of scrambling. They don't have a lot of information since that initial start. And now 2 players stacked into heaven. This is gonna where something happens. Slow orb and paint shells will zone SJSU for now, but there's 30 seconds left in that round, so they gotta get moving kind of soon. We're gonna try to play a cheeky position in the corner with the frenzy. Gets 2 and gets suppressed, finally revealed, but now SJSU are just stuck in this mid area. Gonna maybe try to wait for Yuri to work through main, but I don't know how much more time you got. You got 15 seconds to get the spike down, and that
Flora got 3K.
Just the
kills.
rest
My
of the
gosh.
team falling down there as Yuri just sits and watches.
Ooh,
A flawless round for the Maryville to start off this game.
bad start. Bad start for SJSU Valorant.
Yeah,
Bad
that's
start.
hard. It's tough because it seemed like they were just taking a little too long to figure out where they wanted to go. As soon as they
Yeah.
got stopped in A, or they just did not send it, you know, no one else was on any of the other sides of the map to really establish any map control or giving them an option to pivot. So I need to see some adaptations here. After, first round they feel them out, but still a flawless where you get timed out like that is not what you want to see going into this match.
Exactly. That's why we check our corners, kids.
Well, despite
Eh,
despite the
kidding.
corners too, no util on the arena. I think for that first round, so it is what it is. Now just gonna screw around the middle, say hi, get the one ways, get the smokes out.
Omen. Yeah.
Ham is placed in vents though, so that should give full information of mid there. And just gonna opt to back out of it. Gonna toss the salvos there. Actually breaks the camera there. That's very nice work, but still no space really gained here at the moment as everyone's just
Going through mid is probably not the best choice since they're kind of 3 of them are waiting for them.
I mean, another trap play, like I mentioned, set up at the start of the round. Maryville just holding for now. They know they don't really have to force the issue here. They just have to wait and bide their time here. The rest of the team gets slowed up in this dark cover here. Now just waiting. I mean, Angel sent to the vents, and now this should give all the information here. Once again, another attempt through mail, but they're just getting slowed and stalled out. It's 40 seconds left on the map, and no other space really gained. Now gonna force it with Salvo's gonna walk through. Floric and Rent holding the crossfire with their better weaponry. Just absolutely shred them here, and Spike is in heaven now. Managed to pick it up, but
Oh, okay, Moon.
Yep.
Got Rens.
yep, Valorant moment here. Spray headshot through the smokes there, and they actually have a chance to get on the site if they hit the pivot. Trips will notify though, and Giza is ready on the site with Wildfire. Oh, the flash and the stall is out already, and I don't even think they're gonna make it to site. Not alive anyways.
Cypher's on site waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And yep, and while there was one there, wow. Still a very clean round from Maryville, and just a good read on the map so far, at least with this double sentinel strategy. And SJSU are not really able to access any site yet, but
Yeah.
they do have the buy now. It gets kind of scary though if they lose this round. So,
I mean, Maryville is doing really good at holding them at each site. They have 2 people on A and B, and then no, actually they've just been switching it up. 3 on mid and then 1 on each site. But it's like it works out for them because Valorant SJSU doesn't really know where to go, and so they kind of just get caught in the crossfire.
yeah, I mean, they feel confident with the double sentinel, just really hold the site and they even stall some of the initial site hits that maybe SJSU want to go for, and really they just kind of have to wait and fish around for information while Maryville just stay comfortable where they're at and just don't feel threatened at the moment. See a 3-1-3-1 split now. Jump peek will confirm information. Paint shells are sent. This is gonna be forced off the angle. Actually gets out paranoia. This is good util burnt by them, so good start to the round.
Are they going B site? They might. Yeah.
I think this is a good idea because they already got some slow orbs and other util. Oh, but they might want to re-explore mid. It's gonna be a typical B hit, I think. Maybe, I don't know.
Raze has this spike. Let's not die with it.
Yeah, there's a decisions being made. That's the tough thing about split. It's just when you're in these hold positions, you really gotta figure out what to go. Now the site hit comes through. Smokes out in heaven already. Both are trying to get ahead of it through hell. Gets blinded up and just down. Gets shut down by Moon. Giza trades it back to Cade though, and now they kill him with.
Ton gets Giza though.
Yep. Now site is clear. Plenty of time to plant.
Oof, no.
Only stun comes out though, and Renz actually gets a deagle. The aftershock hitting Moon, and barely makes it out alive. Both
One shot though.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, but the flank from
Let's go,
Yuri finally coming in through heaven. Now both Maryville players on the opposite sides here. Wildfire waiting for anything to happen through garage there. I don't know if this is red by SJSU.
Wildlife has a shotgun. I think they should watch out with them.
Yeah, definitely. Buckshot to the back here could be deadly here, but Con.
They traded.
Oh, but
never mind.
Chloric. This is what I was worried about. Showstopper already given Yuri in hell, and that is It
Oh,
wins!
what?
It's a Barozas, and still a chance. Hasn't even gotten on the defuse yet. Yuri swings around and gets
go,
one.
Yuri.
It's the first on the run for SJSU, but my goodness,
How
that
did
was
that not hit?
that was expensive.
How did that not hit? I think it probably hit like the stairs or something. Yeah, huh?
Out of charges.
And you know, it'd be funny if casters did like a heart rate monitor for our stream one day, but jokes aside, yeah, that was still a pretty rough round, all things considered, and even Khan and K being knocked down to the half buys here because they died there. Post plant though, a little hard to hold though. You really see some of the power that some of these individuals have in terms of shooting. Edge TP's forward and gets Thane. Paranoia's out and tries to get out. Stun and nade combo though does some good chunk damage here, but they do have a Sage who can heal it up and wall it off. Now wondering where to re-explore.
Khan's just waiting. I guess waiting for a flank, huh?
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
they're pushing B site very aggressively, but so is Maryville coming to defend it.
But the thing is, I don't think Maryville cares about going for these pushes. They have the Cypher Cam and vents already. I can really just give all the information, and all they want to do is just play on their sites, hold positions, and stall out.
SJSU Valorant is gonna have to make a decision because the timer is going down. They have like 50 seconds left.
Yeah,
It'll be 30 soon.
It really does feel like in all of these rounds, SJSU have just been getting timed out and forced to make a last-minute decision here. Really maybe need to see some of that individual firepower come through for them as well with the double duelist comp going out here. Now gonna walk in, gonna flash out. Flash out is ready, but Aftershock is being held, and this could be a trap here. Wildfire lets it rip. And yep, Crossfire is held, and all three members are just dead.
No, that's
Make it 4. Flawless again for defenders here. And now forcing SJSU on the eco here.
I feel like Cade should play Reyna more aggressively. I feel like they shouldn't play scared. You know, it's Reyna. Play her like the queen she is.
Yeah, Empress or Queen aside, I do feel like it is not good that there are just no map control being established, and maybe some individual risks need to be taken. Maybe the lyric timing up ramps needs to be taken. Just any pressure on, at least on the other side of the map, to at least get Maryville moving, because it worked in the other round where they were able to make the mid pivot through vents here, but at the moment here,
It's hard to do that when you have a Sage on the enemy team and they can just wall you off if you're trying to go through like vents, mid, flank.
yeah, bit of the old split strat. You know, a lot of people would prioritize Sage on split just simply for the wall in mid here, but you know, now seeing it again with the other Cypher just to reinforce the defense half really makes it more interesting, to say the least.
Really does. I think she's a really good pick, especially since she can heal her teammates. And if you have really good aim and you get healed, it's like one headshot to the enemy team and like boom, you're dead.
Yeah, I mean, value in the util, something a team can always decide with their picks, but yeah, just jump peeking here. This is a good read though. If they can walk onto the site here. Oh my god. Yeah, on top, Floric on top gets 2 with the Phantom here. Almost dead though, but no one else willing to follow up. Now the rotates are coming through, and SJSU with the
so
spike.
wild to be at.
Yeah, the spike nowhere. The boom bot gets him, and the rest of the team has cleaned up. Another flawless for the defenders. With the rotates through heaven.
We're doing good. Let's do better.
You guys have to start playing crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Start doing wild stuff. Stuff they wouldn't predict. Do what Raze did. Jump on a building. Shoot from above.
Yeah, I mean, so far just complete beating right now. I mean,
I think they're just trying to get like a feel for it, and maybe they might pick it up, you know. They are playing really slow these last matches, you know, and like the timer kind of goes out, and like you said, they have to make a quick decision last minute.
I think they just need to get ahead of whatever's happening. Giza here already seeing the pressure, gets hit with the pain shells, gets shot in the back. Moon satchels in, but is traded out at least by Cade. Now sight should be free. Floric already on the ramp, but Cookhouse problems. Gets the first onto Yuri, holding the flank, and now gonna force a safe plant here. Rest of the team is ready to retake fast through heaven. They're feeling uncomfortable to plant here at the moment.
It's the orb too.
Trying to see if they can do anything, but Floric being dangerously close to the showstopper again.
They're watching heaven.
3 players already through ramp here. Thane on the corner here. In a nice position to hear this out. Tosses out a smoke here. Flash comes out. Thane gonna attempt to swing out. At least not spotted yet. Floric though better for it on the Cade. Gets the flash out. Now Thane goes, gets 2, gets 3 on the ramps.
4K, 4K.
Now only player left is towards screens here. Cade just swinging out through elbow. Shoulder peeks him, confirms his location. Now gonna wrap around and just play safe. Smoke goes on top of the spike here. Gonna start to defuse, but salvos are out. Actually manages to get half,
Oh,
but
let's go.
you know, half a second a little too
Nice
long. And
util.
yeah, 2 seconds on to the round. Second on the round now. Snap.
Beautiful work from Tane.
Yeah.
That goes there.
Kind of funny when you see like players take their like first name and then put it in reverse.
Oh.
What I think is like Ethan.
Oh, I thought it was like Enath.
Enath.
You said put it backwards.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. But
But I know what you meant. It was Ethan. I just had to say it. Enath.
and that's kind of more you need to see. You just need to see some of that explosive entry power come through, just to, you know, not allow Maryville to group together and get ready for those retakes. Same deal again. Giza, peeks through heaven at the right time and gets Moon. Salvo's out in response, but finds nothing. And now the rest of Maryville's already ready to rotate here. Cade in this corner.
All right, Cade.
Maybe trying to see if they can scrap any picks, but nothing is given. Now the rotates through mid. The thing is, Ange has already cleared all of B main and is fast flanking in towards spawn here. So, might be ready to intercept a market here. Thane kind of holding for it. Might have a vague idea, but Ange is so deep into spawn. I don't even know if you read this.
Cover going out.
Smokes out to mid. Drone will come through. Now pathing towards mail. This is a good read here if they can get the space fast enough, but
They backed up to
yeah, Ange is ready to crunch, and I think Cade or Khan gets seen here, gets shut down here. Ange at least traded out. Neural theft is ripped here, and this is getting scrappy though because everyone else is at A. Now reading that there's no one on B, they have to scramble towards the site here, but they needs to go big here once again. Gets blinded up towards these stairs. Tosses a dark cover to prevent anyone from going from heaven, but Caloric is feeling confident. Oh, showstopper ready. Rip tries to get ahead of it, but gets flashed out. And now you're in a 1v4 situation. Has to do everything, unable to do anything.
At least they got the plan off.
Yeah, Renz will just make swift work of that. And almost just not.
Clark keeps getting his ult. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've had two or three showstoppers at this point of the game here. And
If they try
yeah,
something,
still 2-on-2 is not bad, but hoping for better maybe. They ain't able to purchase up the hero rifle at the very least, but I think everyone else is just gonna go for the eco here.
They have a op on the enemy team. That's not good. Rant has an op. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it literally just feels like a wall you cannot break through, whether it's a Sage wall or just how strong this defensive hold is with the way Maryville are playing.
It's a cool op. I just saw it right now.
Yeah, I think that's the... I forget what that's called. I do not keep up with all the funny PNGs here, but
I wouldn't even break through that wall just because, yeah, I knew Sage was going to do that. Just waiting for them to peek. Yeah. Yeah.
trap play towards mid again. Successful from Renz with the off there and the paint shells there. Gets another one on the thing. Their salvos will force him out of position for now, but I don't think... SJSU don't feel like they want to take up the space there. Yuri already trying to take a position through main, but gets cleared out by Wildfire too.
One enemy
And Caloric gets the paint shells on the moon again. And just a flawless round again from Maryville here.
Is this map difficult to attack or is it like better? Yeah, okay.
The map is very difficult to attack, and I would say just because they have double sentinels, it makes it especially hard. Just because they will usually get stalled out. It's like what I mentioned before with the trips, with the walls, with the slows. You can really combo the util well to at least buy time or delay the sight hits from coming through. So
that makes sense. Yeah, I think they chose a really good team up. I won't lie.
maybe an anti-strat from the head coach here, or maybe just something they actually play. But regardless, it is working right now. Gonna have a chance here with the guns here. Gonna try to claim early space towards garage. They nicely gets ahead of it with a TP. Shuts down Caloric on that satchel there, and Renz now holding the angle. But nicely traded. It's a 3v4 right now, and now Maryville are starting to scramble here. Wildfire does have the op here, but
Bane with the 2 kills. Let's go.
should not be able to get more than one here. Hopefully, we'll be traded out. Paranoia comes through. Those stuff will happen. Getting ready for the Paranoia. Ult comes through, confirms his location, and now Wildfire going to try to hold towards the back of the site here. Gets one on the Thane there. Ready on the reload here. Gets another, but Cade trades it out. It's a 2v2 now. Paranoia comes out, but Cade is going to play in that corner there towards spawn. Gonna try to pick up the spike here and go for a plant, but already fast flank. Yuri trying to sniff it out, but Giza's just waiting there. waiting patiently and slowly. Cade now at least holding will create pressure, but the plant and the spike will go down. Sees both players are not moving yet. Cam will confirm the location of Yuri at the very least, but Cade has a chance to do it, but
Oh,
Giza's
no.
ready. And Ange is ready as well.
It's good combo. It's good combos from the team.
Yeah, I mean, this is the type of shooting you expect to see at this high of a level, this deep in
Yeah.
the tournament.
Really good communication.
Yeah, good communication, good comms, and good shooting. And when these players start going on a hot streak, it becomes very hard to stop them. Yeah, I mean, Armageddon at least available for con, but what can we really do with it? Half the players are kind of on some weird lighter buys with the light armor there. Not able to purchase up the weaponry. Maybe just want to go a little faster. They'll have to see. Might have a chance here, but have to see some adaptations here. Early space towards B. Oh, Floric on top of the wall. The op jump peak spots it at least, so they back off from it. Now drone will come out. Up gets instantly destroyed, so no information given there. It's dangerous to jump peek the op there from that angle, but at least no one dies for now. Dane at least sees Ange in that corner there. Dark cover will provide some space there, but I don't think you're able to spam that angle. So now gonna look to pivot back towards mid and possibly work towards A. Yuri's just kind of sitting there right now, seeing if anyone's pushing forward. Both ciphers just chilling on the A site like it's a 9-5 here.
I feel like SJSU Valorant could definitely go A, but I don't know.
Vent split pot in the cards here, perhaps. Armageddon forces it out through heaven, but I think they want to go B, and that is where everyone else is.
No, guys, turn around. Turn around.
Finally thinking about going into vent here. This is the correct play, and
Come
now
on, go,
footsteps are heard.
run.
Giza has to be the sole defender on the side. Needs to get 1 or 2 here, but while the rest of Maryville rotates, smokes are coming out. Moon jumps in, but no one else is ready to get on the site yet.
Ooh.
Oh, but this cheeky cover, the position below heaven is not.
Oh my God, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Aftershock blinds all the Utah already out. Jumps
Oh
out,
God.
but at least Giza's traded out. Yuri trades it out. Tuba Renz.
Khan trades it out.
That's a two, but Thane finally able to break into the site with the rest of the team. Gets the plant with 14 seconds down left.
Oh, they res. No.
Yeah, that is the Sage res finally coming out, getting ready for this retake. And now interesting positions taken towards health. Gets caloric by surprise, and I think this crossfire should be winnable. Thane confident on the
Thane.
swing out. 3 on the round.
No.
And Renz just forced to look for these picks, and Thane gets
Go,
4 on the round to
Thane.
carry SJSU to a 3rd round on this map.
Go, Thane.
Beautiful work done there with that last second pivot there, and nice crossfire setup with the hold there. And that's kind of the ideas. That's kind of the thing I want to see more. I want to see more aggressive takes. I want to see more ambitious post-plant positions. You really cannot allow Maryville to get set up, to get ready with the rest of their team. There are holes in their defense for sure if you can find them, but it is even more important to be able to prevent them from getting a retake together.
Yeah. See, that's what I thought SJSU Valorant was going to do, was play more aggressively, because it's like they have Reyna. And if I recall, Reyna's util is all mostly for themselves. It's not really like for the team, realistically. They're an aggressive character. So I want to see more aggressive Reyna plays.
Yeah, maybe more flashes onto the side, maybe more
Yeah.
fast initial site takes here instead of just waiting around. Now Salva sent towards mid. There's no one there, but there are 2 players stacked towards male there. Actually, different setup on Maryville now with 2 on A site. It's gonna get a little dangerous here if they decide to pivot back, but we've seen this one before. Actually, now so lending Chloric back to swing around. Rent has a lot to do here, but
Oh, man.
nice off angle gets the clear though. Now knows that Sages was on the wall, doing some grim walls here, trying to op here, but Moon looks
Let's go.
Moon looks a little interested here and trying to do something here, but
We
the dark,
wanted to get the Sage.
yeah, but the dark cover will come through and vent space is granted there. Now the question is this a full A hit? It most likely is. Now players looking to explore vents. Cade just flashing out, winding up through ramp, securing that initial heaven space, but the rest of the team might be ready to receive wildfire. We'll try and hold the aftershock salvos, and paint shells will force them to move. And now Satchel onto the
Util.
site. Giza now just waiting for the site here, trying to put down the one way. Gets the 2 on the
Oh.
Cade, and Yuri holding the site still, and the rest of the players are already here to reinforce wildfire. Good with a swing.
Okay, let's go,
Dane
Thane.
does finally shut him down. Khan actually with good with the op, but it's a 1v3 situation. So
Go
good
Khan,
for 2.
2.
Has a chance to plant, but only 14 seconds left. Needs to go for the safe plant here, and there should be... Oh,
What happened?
tossed the weapon
Okay.
on accident. Got a little panic there, and that might just be death here with the shorty.
No.
and
What happened?
ready on the side, but it was still a hard 1v2 to ask for
Mm-hmm.
because both players on Maryville were already ready on the retake there. Ooh.
This is so intense to watch.
Yeah, it really, really is. I might need to take off my hoodie here. I will not lie. It is. It gets warm in the casting room.
You
When
all
the-
warmed up?
It gets warm in the casting booth when things heat up in any of these esports matches. But now, last round of the half. Maybe a saving grace for SJSU at least for the rest of this map. If they only lose one more, and everyone believes in a 9-3.
You're right. 9-3 curse. I believe in it.
Everyone can believe in a 9-3 here. And now, as a Empress is ripped, fast take towards mid here. No one is actually playing towards this area of the map though, and now looking to take the vent space very quickly. There is a trip there though, so footsteps being heard. Ramp has already been taken too by them, but I think thinking twice against it. Know that Maryville like to go for these trap plays, and we'll just wait it out. Take a mid-round pause here to think about it. Drones out through heaven, clears the space there. It's Wildfire, who has a chance to get a really nice aftershock here, but is waiting on it. Swings through! And the dark cover's just not enough to hold there. And off on the side, it is just shooting fish in a barrel here for Rent here as they're just clearing everyone through it.
Oh, they flanked
And
too.
with the util out, gets the paranoia out. Thane still good for the one, but quickly traded out by Chloric here. And 1v4 situation for Khan. Only
Con
good for the
traded, but,
one.
Glory got con.
Only good for the one. There's a 9-3 half for Maryville to start this off.
Switching sides.
9-3 curse. We got this.
My thanks.
Yeah, if there's anything to look forward to, hopefully at the very least, it could be easier for SJSU on the defense. I have to see how Maryville used their sentinels to get on this attacking half. Seeing a full setup towards B, maybe gonna do the typical Sage B split wall to at least cover the initial entry here. Have to find out as Thane once again gonna be responsible for shouldering this initial site hit, while Khan and Moon are just peeking out towards the mid here.
Great. I like to see. Yeah.
Yep, initial jump spots coming out, gonna look to double dip and confirms the presence.
They're pushing aggressively on B site.
Yeah, and actually no smokes are going out. They're just dry walking this. Smoke is already out, but I don't know if you anticipate
they know?
Chloric
Wait,
already
turn
walking
around,
here.
Thane, turn around, no.
Absolutely not. You do not see that coming, and now free sight given over.
Oh.
CT is walled off, and the rest of the team is ready to walk in.
No, they're planting, yeah.
And they get the plant for long too.
That was such a quick plan. They still have a minute left too. My gosh.
Yeah, catching SJSU by surprise now. Chloric gonna try to get into a cheeky position near hell here. Oh my gosh, you actually cannot see that. That is so disgusting. Oh, finally shoots out, gets exposed here, but now
No.
gonna drop down. The rest of the team ready to swing out. Khan good for one, but Chloric and Ainge better ready to trade it out. And Yuri here. Let's do it all alone again. Good for the
Go,
first.
Yuri. Got one
but
kill though.
with Giza holding towards main there. That is a 10th round on the board for Maryville.
That was just unfortunate that they just they just walked onto site. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, usually in Val, it's like, oh, you see a smoke, you're like, yep, the team will go here. But choosing to be a bit more patient on the util to catch SJSU by surprise there on that initial entry.
Yeah.
Getting Thane, the only side anchor there. Now,
Makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a really huge difference you can see between both teams. Maryville is playing aggressively. The whole team went on B site immediately. Didn't really throw any util, which makes sense because if you throw smokes, the enemy team can easily be like, oh yeah, they're coming here. Unless you're like fluking them, then you're gonna go to B site, A site.
Yeah, pattern recognition.
Yeah.
Key here. Now
Pattern
Thane
condition, yeah.
gonna try to smoke it off, at least buy some space here. Only has a sheriff here, has to go big here. Sees the initial site hit. Oh, but the wall breaking the crossfire there. Catches him by surprise, and now once again B site is given. Rest of the team is ready here to try to go for a fast retake, but what do you really do?
Planting already,
Yeah, Giza's already holding Yuri through mid here, ready to take that later timing, and oh man, there's so much layers to this retake that have to be done.
Oof. I'm gonna go. Yeah. Ange is on top on heaven.
Lark already getting
looking
K
down
there
at
with
Khan.
the Phantom there, just ready to peek out that hell angle. Moon finally trades out one, but it's not
Oh,
enough.
let's go.
Khan barely gets it through the smoke. 2v3 situation. Has to make some magic happen here, but Giza's ready through heaven.
No.
Like we mentioned earlier, and Khan once now left alone in a
1v3. You got this. You got this. No,
has to
don't
try
they
to
see
attempt
you?
through heaven.
Yeah.
Not even ready to get onto Giza there, and 11 for Maryville.
I think they need to make it like they need to play kind of like Maryville, where they had one person on A site, which was I think it was Moon. Was it Moon?
No, it was
They needed Yuri.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, they usually put the Cypher on A side just to be the solo holder there, and then the rest of the team usually will have to just try to do something around the map, create pressure, just be ready for any pass
Okay,
side
well
hits.
now
But
they need to send another one over there because
psychological warfare going on here. You hit B twice, why not hit him with A here? And now, at the very least, the full Cypher setup is on A, but the question is if Yuri can hold here.
you have to communicate quick and let them know that they're coming A side. Yeah,
I mean,
the whole
3-man
team-
push towards mid here, already fast flanking, needs to go through sewers faster, and yep, now Yuri in
That's
the
such a-
elbow position here, gonna last back in. Paranoia does hit him, but Yuri at least given a little bit of time to do something here, but no kills are being traded, and Giza finally clears them on the site here. But
Guys gotta go quickly. Go to A site.
pass position's already being taken, trying to salvo towards elbow here, but Wildfire could be in a position to ruin this thing. Gets one on the rent here.
So.
Not thinking about the close corner here. Cypher Cage will hold the rest of the team here. Needs to see some magic through main. Moon
got
good for the
Wildfire.
first now. Pressure starting to be created. Sees the tripwire, destroys it. Now
Let's go.
staying
Thanks, God,
good for the
Giza.
first. Wildfire already
Let's
cleared.
go.
Good for 3. And the rest of the team ready to follow up as Cade 3K will secure that with the rest of the team.
Nice, nice. Perfect teamwork, guys. It was a little iffy at first as the whole team was going A site and Yuri was the only one left there, but they brought it back. They brought it back.
Nice teamwork on display there from SJSU. Hopefully start to see more of that individual confidence come back to them. But dangerous thing is Lorik is one off the showstopper here, and that can really blow up around, which, you know, they don't need many more of to win this first map here. So
They're discussing terms right now.
yeah. Absolutely. And now seeing a bit more of a split here.
Yeah. 3 of them, I think, going A site and 2B.
Yeah, you want to create this initial pressure towards the Rams here. Question if the lurker will go up or not. Kind of see that there's not really a lot of emphasis on mid. Well, I say that, but there's a 3-person flank coming through. Yuta already coming out, and Moon ready to explore, getting ready to challenge more, maybe ready to hold this. Timing backwards. This could be a good time for trap play, but Wildfire's
Ooh.
ready for it. That is
No.
one down. Now gets the go button for the rest of Maryville to approach A. Traps and setup already will detect something, and Giza clears out Yuri in the screens, and that is a free plant for them. Neural theft already
Come on,
rep
Cade, you
2.
got
As a
this.
result, the 1 kill. Eng knows where they're at. Tosses the paranoia, forces Cade back. And the worst part is, in all of this, another crunch will be happening. Maybe not. Caloric decides against it, but still ready to go through CT. Cade good for the one on Eng here.
Cade.
Needs to find more. Needs to clear space towards ramps here, because it is a matter of time before the showstopper comes through. Khan maybe thinking twice about it. Tosses the salvos here. Gets a timing on the smoke here. Taps a defuse, but so much more needs to be done. And there's not much left to say as Wildfire and Renz just quickly take that out.
No. It's unfortunate. They just really changed up their playstyle, honestly.
Yeah, showing the depth of the playbook that Maryville have. Really with their comp, with the coach, and just right now catching SJSU at every possible moment by surprise.
All right, let's see. How is SJSU doing? Okay, so now that they changed it up a little bit, they have Yuri on A side, Cade in Heaven. Can't see who those 2 are, but they're waiting in mid, and then they got Omen on B side.
I mean, it's such a tough ask here, really. Thane here
Yeah.
and a one and done here has been the only one really looking alive in this map. With
They
the
won't
hero.
check that corner. It's okay. You got him. Yeah, I knew it.
Oh,
No.
but trades it out for the one there. At least stalls out the rest of the team there. But now rotation's coming through. But gonna try to pick up the Phantom there. I think might have to. Are they able to jump up and get that one? Funny if they just have to blast back. Rolling Thunder comes through now. Tries to swing through with a stinger, but Renz barely lives. Now jumping onto the site here. Ange is ready with a crunch from Heaven 2 from Giza. Gets Khan on the site, and Plant will be forced here. Yuri now.
You got Giza knows Yuri's there.
Yeah, ready
The Cypher
for it.
1v1.
Oh, but maybe it might have a timing if they get through, but most likely not. I mean, the front door is shut through CT, and the rest of the site looks untouchable at the moment.
Yuri and Cade are both in Heaven, yeah. Cade's pushing.
Yeah, now Cam will confirm the presence there, and the rest of the players ready to swing out through as Yuri at
Nice,
least gets
go
the
Yuri.
Rens on the wall there, but the 3v1 and the time is ticking here. Giza ready for it. shuts it down.
Attackers
13-4
win.
on the split for Maryville as they get 1 on the board.
Good game though. Good game.
And definitely a high-level game for sure, but as a Spartan fan, that does hurt a little.
It does.
It does hurt a little.
It
13-4.
does.
But this is the big leagues now, and Maryville being the number 2 seed in this whole CVAL tournament, have a lot, the reason why they are in that position, and SJSU are going to need to pull something out of the bag here if they want to remain competitive in this series and in this tournament in general, because I think this is a 1 elimination tournament. Double elimination tournament, so at least not on their final lies here in the upper bracket, I forgot. But yeah, I mean, if they want to win the whole thing, these are the types of teams they need to play against and, show something against,
I mean, they made it here. They got it. I feel like they can do it. It was just an unfortunate timing that first match. Game styles, play style, communication was off. I think they got it for the next round. They definitely do.
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, sometimes you just have to show up on a map. But we'll have to wait and see as we'll be heading towards Fracture with a little bit of producer magic. We should know that I think we're on defending side or attacking side. We are on attacking side. Okay. I was about to say the defending side choice on Fracture is definitely a choice, but attacking a lot better.
Oh, Fracture.
Maybe see more of the individual shooting from some of the players that on our team are capable of. Now the thing is, let's see what is picked here.
Oh yeah, I want to see if they're gonna change it up this time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with Tejo, with new agents, a lot of discussion around agent selection. Even with Neon too, seeing some popularity with Neon come here, but gonna have to find out. Maybe tune to a little, just some chatting going on, maybe confirming stuff before we head into the next map here.
I feel like for this map, Fracture, I feel like the specific characters a lot of people play is like Sova because of the darts. I've seen Gecko played on there too, just because of the little wingman and then the blind. And you can always just get the blind back every time if you manage to get it. There was another character. Who was it?
I mean, usually you
Fade.
you see Breach, you see Fade, you see Tejo. You get creative with the initiators on here. It's usually a team preference thing as well. Kind of depends on your star duelist as well, what they're comfortable playing on, because you want to play for those faster side hits, Neon, whatever. That's why the Breach Tejo helps supplement that. You want to play maybe for a bit more of a kill heavy orb farming style, because there are 4 orbs on Fracture. People like picking the Raze just for that too, or just to get any of those crucial ults on as well. There's a lot of things to consider here on Fracture, and that makes it a fun and a very difficult map as well.
I hate this map, so I can't say much. I just know the picks, some picks that the people do.
Yeah, in my Val experience, when I play 5 stacks, our attack halves always fall flat, but our defense always looks solid. So, yeah.
I felt that. That happens to me too.
So, I don't know. My attack halves are so cursed with my 5 stack, but anyways, jokes aside, map theory aside, we should be tuning into this.
They're still choosing, right? Or are they just waiting a little break?
I mean, I think information is or should we cut to a little break?
They're just discussing. All right. We are going to go on a break.
We're going on a short break.
See you guys soon. Hey guys, welcome back. Our break is over. Right now we're on Fracture. We're attacking on Fracture and Maryville is defending. I think they've already selected their characters. So yeah. And we have a Raise, we have Breach and Brim. Yeah.
Bit of a mirror comp here.
Yeah.
Choice of Sentinel usually varies, but this is, I think, more of the standard comp you start to see on Fracture, especially with the implementation of Tejo for that double util.
They literally selected like the same characters basically. Yeah.
I mean, expecting just the same expectations. Literally, our 5-stack runs is you see the pings out towards A main there. Aftershock salvo combo, stall out A main. If not, just do some random fast flank towards a different side or some crunch through arcade or dish maybe. Have to wait and see what Maryville decides to do because they have been fast on the flanks here. And honestly, with the way the last map went, I wouldn't be surprised if that confidence carried over to this map as well.
Oof, you're right, you're right.
Yep.
Dang.
Smoke. A main control basically denied, basically guaranteed. Fast drone out. Now Yuri kind of knows what's going on here. Is going to try to wait it out. Now revert counter util will come through, but Aftershock still was actually held for that. So going to still buy some more time as the rest of Maryville retreat back. Thing is, now smoke there. Going to create some question marks, but 2 smokes are already blown here on the side of Maryville. This is a good start here if you want to attempt to do a fast take here on this site. But Cypher Cam could ruin everything here. Might from everything. Yep. Now the util is coming out and Maryville. Oh, there's 2 players under and that's so cheeky. And K gets caught by surprise once again. Yuri tries to clear it out, but Giza is just sharp on it right now. Gets 2 on the round already as Stain tries to plant it safe. Not safe, but for default. Quan goes with the stun, but the Aftershock too much. Now 3 on the round and a 1v5 for Moon here. Salvo's gonna basically clear out all of heaven here as he just has to sit here and watch.
Let's go, Moon.
At least gets Giza for the troubles. Gets 2, but that is all they can really get here.
Moon got 2 kills though, right? I swear. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they? No, they did. They did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they could really get off that. And seeing a bit of a role swap here. Ren's on the duelist and Cloric on the initiator here. Interesting choice, but I guess that's what you get when you get double Sentinel players, you know. Seems like they have some flexibility in the lineup. But now, second round here. Just a bit of investment with the Sheriffs here. At least showing signs of life here, but need to go a bit further here. Smoke towards A. Same trap again. Actually does not invest the salvos this time.
Dish? What's Moon doing at Dish? They're pushing.
Looking to take forward space here, but it's got a little tough to force a sight here when A main control is already being taken here. And
uh-oh.
Yeah, gonna decide against it and start walking back towards arcade. At least can farm up the orbs, you know. Like Pac-Man here eating up all these orbs, but now gonna be waiting here towards arcade here. There's already only 2 players here. Same setup as last time here. So if they can clear this out, should be a free sight. And smoked off there towards Canteen. Smoke, but the kill trip is there. Giza gets it on the Moon first, though. Still hoarding towards heaven here. Swings out with Ange here. 3 on the round now. And SJSU
2v5.
still stuck in B main here as the rest of the rotates come through. Smokes fade and so do
4 bullets in a dream, Yuri. Let's
so
go.
do the hopes here as Giza's just too good right now. He has 3 on the round. Maybe looking to aim for 4 here. Yeah.
No.
And just cleans that one up, and that is a flawless for the defenders again.
I'm all out.
They just have a really good defense. They have 3 on A and then 2 on B, and it's who is it? I think and it's Giza who's on B side, which with all their utils, so it's like really hard to even push in. They get flanked. It's just terrible.
Just feels like, you know, Maryville are just very comfortable right now, and SJSU need to do something that just gets them off their game, gets them uncomfortable. Maybe forces some over rotates, forces, you know, not those crossfire gunfights that they're so good at setting up to come to light here on some of these side hits. Now Moon gonna attempt to explore maybe through the smoke here. The thing is, it is a 3-person trap towards Dish here, and yeah, that is a choice. So I'm gonna have to see if Yuri sniffs this one out. Cloric now gonna drone here, confirms the presence of everyone towards main there, and Wildfire gets Yuri with the help of and finally entry onto the site. Moon satchels in, but Wildfire jumps out and gets the kill there. And they get the another
Oh.
through the smoke. Fast flank already ready, and Renz is here ready here with the off.
No.
A fast crunch towards B main as the defenders get 3 on the round.
I saw the flank too. I was like, turn around.
Yeah,
This is not looking so good. Oh my god, this is terrible.
Yeah, SJSU unable to keep up with the tempo that Maryville are playing right now. You know, some rounds you see them just holding their setup and holding towards their sights, just ready to intercept any initial sight hits. And other rounds you just see them go for the fast flank, full confidence in the game plan and ready to just crunch SJSU when they're taking way too much time in
This sucks.
those main
They
areas.
can only do eco too. Oof.
Yeah, it's the nature of the game, but that is just how some things in Valorant go. That's just how some games go.
No.
Initial smoke here. The thing is, though, it's a little bit more now where they're feigning this A pressure, where they just put the smoke there and just don't actually have any other util committed, but they still just have players ready to counter util here. Wildfire now feeling some pressure here with the util spam here. Thing is, positions are already being held towards dish, towards upper site there, and the rest of the players are actually ready, just fast flooding back in, ready to just say no at the front door. I mean, yeah, why not? Catches Wildfire crossing towards stairs, or Aftershock comes through, and that does not tag Moon. We will just stay there.
No,
But
this is not looking good for them. They're like stuck there.
Yeah, there's already 4 here on Maryville ready to counter
Yeah.
util. Molly comes out, and I think that just denies any chance of them
Have them
getting,
waste all their util. And then just
yeah, consolation prize at the very least. But still, this is just nothing really being done. Gonna look to go through Sands, but Giza's ready for it. Gets smoked off at least. But ready, swings out at least
Cade,
straight up
but
like
then
Cade, but the
traded.
rest of the players ready to swing out through Sands there as they were ready for it.
It's just not. It's not looking good for SJSU Valorant.
Yeah, Clark and Ange just already there, and so far, no success being found anywhere.
It also sucks that this map, if I recall, isn't really good at attacking either. It's better for defense, but
Depends who you ask, really. Depends who you ask.
really depends
like,
who you ask.
Like, depends. It depends on your team as well. This map requires, I would say, the most teamwork out of any map by far, just because you have to hold. If you're a defender, you have to hold 4 areas theoretically.
That's true.
Which, like, you know,
But I
if
mean,
you
if-
have one person holding every angle and maybe an attacker sends 2 or 3 people, you most likely lose one. And when you're already split so thin, it makes it hard.
Even if you have like a Cypher on the team with all that util placed on one site.
I mean, usually you want the Cypher to be sole anchor if you're confident in them, or filter the sun. Just so good for it. Orbital strike coming through
Come on,
with the
Moon,
trap towards
get that,
A.
get that. No, no.
Does not get it on the Giza, and 2 players already down.
Okay, come on, Kate.
Cade is live.
Yeah, now just trying to hold the rest of Maryville back, but now a take on the ropes here. Renz is ready to hear this, and the jump across the box.
No.
You're looking to challenge it, but forced back with the paint shells as Renz will just take their time, gladly accept that, and just back off here. Knows that they can just stay in this forward position and not be threatened right now.
Thane is flanking. I hope they can.
They might have an opportunity to do something if they can find
Yeah.
Giza here, but this is such a hard position on the bottom.
No,
bottom
they know
side.
you're right next.
Ah,
No.
peeks the main, but Giza swings out after the timing on the drop there. Cade now getting flashed out. Guess good
Cade.
for the 1, but the salvos. 1 HP, but only gets 2 as Wildfire cleans up that round. 5-0 for Maryville. Yeah,
All right, new plan, guys. Just flank. Go through the zip and just flank.
I don't know.
Make so much noise in the zip.
Something just definitely needs to be done here. It just seems like, you know, everyone's just getting crunched in one area. But
Do they have enough to buy? They don't even have enough to buy. They have stingers. Stingers are actually good in my opinion. I don't know. I like the stinger, but
I mean,
for this match, I don't think so.
good for the eco rounds, but really the tempo just needs to be picking up if you want to take full advantage of these, because it just feels like they're getting stalled out by all the util. That's the thing with this double initiate. Giza jumps out, actually swings around the box, but shut down with the op from Rent. At least traded out by Cade and Arcade, but hopefully maybe able to take the tower space and go for a plant. Oh my goodness, he hops on top of the box and he jumps back down.
Oh my god.
At least smoked off should at least secure a
trolling.
plan, maybe, unless Armageddon gets ripped here. Khan will get the plant down. Consolation prize at the very least, but Caloric ready at fast on the retake. Andrew ready, good for it on
Lorgan
and but the
Ange,
util
gosh.
is just so good. The
Let's go, Yuri.
stuns, the aftershock, too good. The fast retake ready from all of Maryville as Ange gets the defuse.
That sucked. They went in there so aggressively too, and no, it just didn't work out. Our Rays didn't even get to get their ult off. They just got sniped in the air.
Remember to talk to each other.
Yeah.
What the heck?
We
What's going on?
communicate, we win.
I don't know. It's just, you know, honestly, we may not know what's going on, and neither does SJSU at the moment because it just feels like anything they do
Come
right now
on,
is being
SJSU.
shut down. Eco out of control. 3 ults on the board though, so have a chance to do something here, and they might just do an ult dump on B. This is usually what you see happen, but I think Maryville have an idea. Already trying to play off-site here. Maybe play that arcade angle with the op here from Rent.
Come on, guys.
Can really ruin this round. Already on the boxer. You've seen them do this before. Taking this cheeky positioning. And they're
No.
good for it on the moon. These are now Renz will back off towards spawn there
That's
as
stupid
space is
op.
given. Yep. Orbital strike committed just to gain space here. But plant still has not gone down. Slowly inching their way. Scaling up the site. Not just sure
Alright,
where
they
to
can plant,
here.
yeah.
Gonna go for it. Tries to bait out the tap with the orbital strike. Actually, for default, gets aftershock. Cage finally kills Giza, but quickly traded out by Ange.
No.
Dane swings around. Armageddon ripped out just to continue buying space towards Jen here.
No.
But the flank towards the main and Cantina's too good. Cade does get one.
Let's
Gets
go,
3 on the
Cade,
round.
2K.
1v1 situation against the off.
Let's
Swings
go.
out. Gets 4 in the
Let's
round
go,
and gets
Cade.
the plant.
K3K.
Finally getting the first for SJSU on Fracture.
K3K. Let's go.
Cade living up to more than their name with the 4K there.
They locked.
Now-
Oh, 4K. Let's go. They locked in.
Getting SJSU a much needed round win here, and oof.
Okay, let's go, guys. We got this.
Yeah, maybe looking-
confidence bringing back up. Let's go.
Yeah, maybe looking to. I mean, I think the, you know, overwhelm through arcade shred or at least creating initial pressure there is not the worst idea. It has not been something Maryville has focused on. So if they can catch him out off guard here, could be something now. But
Leading target.
a bit of a different change in the setup here. A little bit offsite. Fast smokes coming through tower, coming through Gen, and now confirms the presence of Ange in tower here. Gonna need to be a fast take here as Moon goes up the rope here. Gonna need to clear him out here. Feeling some
And
pressure.
just waiting.
Yeah, tosses the molly out. Oh, counter Armageddon comes through, and oh my gosh, it kind of screws everyone on site.
No.
In the tower, have to quickly
trade.
that out, run out, and get through on the site. But Spike has not made it through arcade here. Another smoke committed now. Should create some space, but Wildfire already kills K3K through the
Giza
gen
got
smoke,
con.
through Canteen, and now, how do you get this?
Last player standing.
I don't think you
Yeah,
do
Yuri
as
got
Renz is
down.
ready.
Dana's 46
And this
health.
op
Oof.
gets 2 on the round as that's another swift retake from Maryville. Heartbreaking really to see.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah, it does. It's not fun to play against a defense-sided op, especially when it can just be so annoying in what you want to do, wherever you want to go.
Especially when Raisin's crazy with it, just out in the open, sniping people.
Yeah, you can. I mean, Raze is one of those agents where you can get on top of the boxes, play those nasty off angles, and catch anyone by surprise. It's really kind of showing right now, but you have to really highlight Ange and Giza here. They've been the ones really holding down these 2 sites here on
Yeah.
this map and getting ready to trade out whenever they feel initial pressure. Smoke out through arcade. I don't know if you want to push through this. Molly already committed, sees the trip towards tower there. And wait to destroy it before Giza swings out, gets the 1, gets the 2, finally traded out at
God.
least. 2 for 2 on the round. This is what you want to see. Swing through the smoke. Cade gets
Cade
1.
got
And now
2.
at least get the chance to plant. Neural Theft also in the books here if you want to use it. Yep. Showstopper out. Gonna shoot it towards the corner there, but hits a wall there. But Khan, oh, so low, and I think that is just a dead man there.
They planted. Oh,
At least planted for tower here. Has a chance to play through.
2v2.
Yeah, it denies the chance for the op to actually find any value here. And Cade, though, rips this out. Has 10 seconds for the salvos there. Has to win the 1 against
Let's go,
Wildfire. Good for
Cade.
the 1. Backs
3,
off. Has
3K.
Armageddon 2 and Renz now with the op. 1v2 situation. Doesn't even get the chance. Armageddon already ripped so early, and the rest of the players already backing off as the salvos go through. And at this point, it is just to look for all orbs. Gonna attempt to go for the defuse, but Yuri's just still holding.
No.
Gets the 1 here, but I think this is an inevitability.
The
As
spike is gonna go off though.
Yep.
Yep.
Just 2.
Yeah.
Finally on the board with a nice thrifty from SJSU.
Let's go.
No, then
Finally finding some
papaya.
success there on the B site.
Compromise your position.
Let's go, guys. You got this. Believe in y'all.
Yeah. Now seeing Maryville thinking twice now. Oh my goodness. Please tell me this is not a 5-stack towards B. Please tell me this is not a hard read. You know,
I mean, the whole
Ow.
team is on B as well. Both teams are on B.
This could be very problematic, but I think they're thinking twice against it. They'll just send Giza back at the very least. But this is 4 already.
Go B,
And I think they're
guys.
ready for the full
Go A.
aggression. Fast play towards with the salvos
Aw.
with the aftershock. Ren gets caught by surprise. Spike is already down, and they have to reclaim this. You're gonna attempt to
No.
walk through under. Now Salvo's creating some space, but does not get any of the kills. Counter smoke from the enemy team at least buys some space here, but they gotta run out of here. They need to get out. There's now 2 players going towards Dish for Maryville. And ready to think about the rewrap here, but still holding strong here. Is Yuri gonna attempt to explore some of that arcade space here with the rest of the team. Decides to go back under, sees no flank towards main at least, but consolation prize because once again, there's still time being burnt. Good amount of util was burnt here, but the question is, where do we go from here? Maryville just seems keen on anchoring this B site while the rest of A has just not been touched.
They're slowly walking up.
I mean, full Cypher util already there, so I think they have a very good idea of what's going to happen here. Wildfire with the Abshock ready to rip it towards B main. Just continuous stalling here. Salvos, Molly, and
30 seconds left.
that is just denial of space here. Both smokes now being invested. They ain't just waiting in the tower here. See if anyone decides to peek out. Has a chance to get one here.
Go Thane.
Finds it onto Rent here. This is a good opener. Now
Great moon
Crate's
dot
coming through,
now.
but Wildfire
Ooh.
holds strong, gets 3. Thane
Thane.
finally gets 3 as well, but it's a 1v2 situation, and the
10
spike has
seconds
not gone down. And Giza's ready to claim his life through CT there.
No.
It's so rough out here for
It
everyone.
really is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, at the very least.
Is it going to be a 93 curse again?
Hopefully it works this time, but regardless of how it goes, I need to rethink. Once again, it's another hard read. We see SJSU 4 members towards Dish and Maryville with 4 members on the site. With-
What?
It's almost like they're stream sniping, but not really. But jokes aside, that's a big joke, but it's just they are so prepared on this. And the thing is, now with the aggression towards A main, they are ready to take that space, and that is where you want to be if you want to counter a Dish push. Ren's already clearing out Yuri with the orbital strike to reinforce this, and now Moon at the very least gets onto A here, but aftershocks, special deliveries being thrown here, just trying to grant any space for the site, but Ren sprayed through the smoke, gets Thane here. The thing is, the rest of the players ready to crunch through. Smoke will dissipate, and I think that should be Moon dead. Good for the one on the Cade. Sprays through, finally gets 2 towards main, but the rest
Spike down.
are ready on the retake. 1v3 here for Cade, 3k. Oh, this Molly forces him out of position, and Wildfire ready to kill.
This is really good util from them.
Last round
Yep, it just
in the half.
seems like Maryville are so prepped for this game, and all of their game plans, all of their site holds, and all of their retakes right now. And SJSU are always just scrambling, looking for an answer, looking for a way to do anything in this game.
It's unfortunate. They all go. Okay. So, okay. They're all
once-
going through Dish, going through A again.
Yeah,
But Maryville's on A as well.
yeah, I mean, 2 members already towards Dish. You have the Brim, you have the Breach here, and yep, once footsteps are heard, they are ready to intercept 3 members now, ready for this Dish play. Shots being fired, showstopper launch, and finally
let's
gets one on the
go.
Wildfire. No one else falls, but Ren's
No.
counters
Spike down.
with 2, as well as and cleans
player
up 4 on SJSU, and Yuri once again left on their lonesome.
No, Yuri.
Has to do something, but
You got this, Yuri. You got this.
Spike in the middle of Dish. All areas of the map have to be cleared here. And Giza, just feeling confident, will decide to reinforce it. Decide to reflank towards the arcade area just to make sure no one is there. And I think they have a pretty good idea of where he is.
Oh, that sucks. I got 50 seconds. I had to get the spike. Did to kill all 3 of them, and they had to plant it.
Yep, gonna have to hop up on top of this. But
They
once
heard
you
them.
jump up,
Yeah,
it is just
it's over.
death from Caloric here. As it is a 10-2 half for Maryville.
Switching sides.
Remember, no one
Fast
wants
work
to
on
die.
Fracture so far by Maryville.
Got the cameras, guys.
Got the Cypher cams. This is not what you want to see right now.
I think they got it. They definitely got it. I feel like they definitely got it when it comes to defense. Right now, it's just not working out. But maybe when it comes to defense, they'll probably pick it back up.
Yeah, I mean, we need to see just some life back in these players. You know, we all know them to be so capable, so good when it comes to those gunfights. And we're going to need to see a lot of that, as it is a fast take towards Dish here for members on Maryville, walking through. Looking to take space towards main. At least you can do some of the same strats here with the salvos, with the aftershock. Actually,
Oh,
rope
Chloric
back.
is flanking.
We'll rope back towards A main there. While it is going to be a 3-2 take on the A site here. Drone shot down. Now Ren's ready to jump onto the site. Smokes and satchel on, but gets K'd by surprise. Tries to trade out through
Con
tower
trade.
though. Good from Con. But
Moon
Moon
gets
also holds it
wildfire.
through.
Down A.
Let's go. Thane gets Ange. Let's go. Let's
done.
go.
Nicely done from Thane and the rest of SJSU to navigate this take, but Kalora catches it. The rest of the team by surprise. Giza 20 HP, gets the one on the moon.
No.
Oh, back turn from
Turn
Thane,
around.
but swings through,
Nice,
spams
good
through the
Thane.
Cypher cage. Now, Kaloric in a 1v2 situation. As the salvos play off to try to clear the site.
They have one U2 left. The one is going to use it.
Waiting for the smoke to dissipate. Now, decides to let it rip, but Thane good for 3 on
Go
the
Thane,
round.
let's go
And finally,
Thane.
a 3rd round on the board for SJSU.
Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys.
Nice read on the take there, and seeing some of the players finally come back to life on this defense half, perhaps. Now the question is, can they win the bonus?
This is a nice spot.
I think they can. They got it. Let's see what they're doing.
Yep, now seeing the heavy weaponry being invested here, Judge could do some work here if played correctly in the tower.
Going through dish.
But yeah, it seems like another take through Dish. They might just go fast on it, but they decide
they're backing
against
up.
it. Decide against it. Might want to re-explore towards Arcade here, but you know, it might go into the walking arms of Yuri with the shotgun here, and as well as Thane, who hears the noise, hears the footsteps, and decides to back off for now. Fast rotate being called here, but the thing is, now space being taken under. I mean, Thane should be hearing all of this, so no question marks there. But the question is, can this 3v2, 3v3 be held, 3v4 be held?
Launching smoke.
Now going to cycle out some of the smokes there to create space, and I want to re-explore back towards A main here. Ange has just been waiting on Dish, so doesn't hear any surprises, but Giza tries to go for something through spawn. Cade ready for it. Now going to be walking, though. Moon ready on the angle.
Oof.
Has to win this one out. Has the opportunity to.
Oh, let's
Nice
go,
with the
Moon.
outlaw.
Spike down
Easy
A.
to secure that, and now the smoke off to secure that space. As there's 25 seconds left on the round for Maryville, just to attempt to get on the site, but I don't think it is happening.
I like how they're slowly like not trying to push site anymore. The tables have turned. Oh, let's go, Moon.
Yep, gets 2 with those 2 shots there, and Yuri cleans it up with the Judge for a flawless on the round for SJSU.
Go, let's go.
Nicely done here.
I like to see.
Nicely done here on the bonus. Now, more hurdles to overcome here with the full buy coming in from Maryville.
This goes here.
Here's Caloric, one off the Armageddon there. Could farm up the orb and could cause some problems. Thing is, though, I know Yuri, I think they're aware that Yuri has a Judge there, so might be wary of it. Might use the Armageddon to clear towards tower. We'll have to wait and see. As they're actually looking to explore A main first. Maybe looking to challenge the smoke, challenge Moon on the angle here. See the util already. Being prepped beforehand. Salvos and Aftershock being ready to be ripped. Boombot, I don't think it exploded, but it almost did. Hearing footsteps towards the door here. Maryville just holding and waiting for the smoke to cycle out. And now Peek's coming through. Drone comes through. Aftershock comes through. Gonna toss the paint shells to create space. The Renz gets hit by the
Cade.
satchel as they jump in, and Cade trades it out. But Giza tries to jump through, and Cade is
Cade.
ready once again.
Go.
Now the rest of the team trying to do something.
Moon.
Ange gets one on the con here, but now the fast take towards Sands here. Satchel's trying to stall out this take here as Moon
Go,
gets another, but
Moon.
is quickly traded out. 1v3 situation for SJSU as Clark's left in main, and yep,
Let's go, Yuri.
Yuri closing it
Let's
out
go,
with the Judge
Yuri.
again. as now SJSU win the first full gun round out.
Katie and Moon, they were doing really good there. Trading each other, helping each other out.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Now seeing some of the teamwork come through, the trading come through, and the confidence coming back into the team slowly but surely. As now Maryville, for the first time, for what it feels like this match, now forced on the thrifty, honestly. And now the question is, what will they do? As we mentioned earlier, Armageddon is ready, and it looks like a fast B take for Yuri, who is opting to play off the tower. This is a good read so far, as Thane is now going to hold the cross, but Steph should be hold. Smokes are out. Drone tries to jump in. Luckily cannot go up tower. Imagine if it could climb up ropes, that'd be crazy, but now Molly invested towards Arcade here. Stalling out the rest of the team here. Giza looking at the trip, but Thane just swings through and finds him. Nice work done here. Khan, though, gets surprised by two. Swinging through spawn there with the guns out, but Yuri good for one. Now trying to back off. Has the shorty, has the gun, but no one challenging through the smokes yet. Has to navigate this. Oh, through the back, Caloric gets him around the smoke, curves around it, and Thane now left on the site as the smoke dissipates. This is getting kind of dangerous. 3v3 situation here. Cade gets two. I think has three on the round, living up to their name. And now Wildfire looking actually to just... They were already ready on the fast rotate, so they should get the
okay.
plant.
They ran off. They're like, we're going to go plant at A, guys.
Gets the fast plant on the A. Knows that all the players on SJSU were ready for the retake on B. At least gets a plant out, but 1v3 situation with the Sheriff. What can they do here? Is planted for main, though, so has the option of trying to stall out with the util there. But SJSU going to choose to stick in numbers, going to choose to clear very thoroughly now. Sand already taken. Now tries to look for one, but with a top-down setup from Thane, secures a nice round here.
Go, guys.
Nice 6 on the round, and even gives the orb over to Cade.
Yay.
Ult cycle starting to look good here. We have an Armageddon, we have a showstopper ready. But same can be said on the other side. It really just depends on where they decide to invest them.
You're welcome to try.
Now, full buys from both teams. 4 in a row for SJSU, though, as they've been able to navigate this defensive half. And 4 more, and it ties up the game, but...
Moon got the op. I love to see it.
Op ready, confidence showing. Giving them a taste of their own medicine here with the Raze op here, perhaps, but... have to wait and see.
Yeah, because if they lose it, big no-no.
Absolutely, and now just false pressure being created. Caloric holding the lighter up. Cade scanning this out.
Drone is down.
Drone gets broken, though, but information is given. They know there are 4 players towards A main, and now they'll look to change a little bit of the setup here. As it looks like it's just going to be a full A hit. All players gathering back towards A. Maryville waiting. Waiting oh so patiently. Just slowly clear this out with friends. Put the pizza up, you know. Check those every corners. But the crossfire is ready, and I think the rest of SJSU are ready to go for a fast retake. Smoked off Sands now. Ren's going to walk in through. Looking to satchel off. Gets past the util. Showstopper already ripped. Finds it on the Rens. Salvo's Armageddon on the side. Wildfire and Caloric get 2 here.
Gosh,
but
Moon got 1.
But they are overwhelming the site with just util and explosives. The timing through Sands. Oh my goodness. That could have been the round there.
Dang, it's a 2v2. We lost Moon with the op too.
Yeah, but it's 30 seconds left. Wildfire looking to hold this through, but ready for it. Has the Rolling Thunder, and Yuri no 1v2. Could get destroyed here. Stalled out at least. Gets hit by it. Shorty, not enough, and Caloric cleans that one up.
Unfortunate, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It really does come down to these close, scrappy gunfights. At least has a chance to buy another one thanks to the stat padding. Or not the stat padding, but those streaks of rounds coming in a row. But it might... Oh, Khan can get bought from Thane, and that looks like that is what will happen. But now the scary part is these ults. As I mentioned earlier, 3 almost online for Maryville. And honestly, they only need 2 rounds left. So this is where the game gets scary. You give the more kills over. And it just seems that was a...
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
There's a question mark that will have to be answered. Fast run towards Arcade here. Is now holding towards Tower. I think there's a split attempt towards Dish here. Good with the op on the Giza there.
Mm.
through Dish, and I think Moon is ready. Now sensing the pressure here. Pain Shell's invested. Maybe he can hold the play retake here as the stun goes out. And, ooh, Renz really wanted to clear that out. But Armageddon towards Dish there. We'll start to buy time. Forces Wildfire to drop on the site,
go,
but Khan's
Khan.
ready for it.
Traded out
Wildfire
by
finds it
Wildfire.
traded back,
Cade.
but Cade ready for it. But Ange finds
Dang,
two
my
somehow.
God.
And they actually
Moon.
find all
Enemy remaining.
three.
Let's go,
1v1
Moon.
situation here.
Glory got Moon though. It sucks. Still 1v1 now.
Just walk fast, but gonna walk back towards main. Yuri now left to do it all on their own.
Come on, Yuri, you got this.
Cam's up towards site. Cam's through main, but does not see anyone. This is
They're right
tense.
there too.
Taps the defuse here. Trying to bait the swing. Caloric finds the first initial hit, but this is just time being bought for the salvos here. Really needs to push the tempo, and they
He's
go
running.
through Arcade. They stall it out. Faking him out.
Just defuse.
Try has to stick half, but
No.
Caloric just beautifully swings that after he commits to it.
Match point.
12-6 for Maryville. Map lives on the line here, and
When
no,
they
bro-
lost, do they have Muff to buy? I think they
able to
do.
commit to at least a decent half buy, but
Light shields.
yeah, you farm an orb on Renz, and you really got to figure out how to outplay the showstopper here. And now, staring at
Ugh,
this match,
it sucks.
SJSU, they can hold.
Right now they're slow walking. They're taking this last match.
Yuri
seriously.
does have a cheeky position here to play towards the main, but could get cleared out by the util here. Rest of Maryville slowly creeping up towards his B site. Actually, not even tapping the orb, I don't think. Jump peek through main. Renz gets Khan. Now gonna look to play out of it. Oh, with the showstopper too,
no.
getting that kill. Thane tries to swing out, but is a 2v4 situation. Neural theft already used, and now both players backing out towards CT as Giza's just gonna play this close
2v4.
corner. Oh,
go, Cade.
misses and whiffs on the
Crouch.
Cade,
Hit.
but the thing is, this is space and time being bought as the smokes are cycled here. Now I'm gonna have to rethink of what to do here. Ange ready to hold that initial aggression while the rest of the players go towards main. Finds Moon. K3 Kane 1v3 situation, but I think this setup is just unbreakable at this point. You have to clear so much, and with the flash from under, double
That's
flash
so
from under,
cheeky.
what do you really do here?
Grenade is live.
Has no choice to rip the special delivery
Come
through,
on.
but even if you get through Ange, even if you
No.
kill him, the
He
rest of
was
the team is
tripping
ready,
out.
and that
I
is
saw that.
13-6 for Maryville on Fracture. 2-0
Oh.
for the second seed here, as SJSU will be knocked down, I believe, to the lower bracket here.
They still have a chance to compete, right, and get themselves out of the lower bracket.
I believe so, and
Yeah.
honestly, you know, hey, for content, we always love watching the lower bracket demon runs, but
Yeah.
unfortunate showing today. But GG's to
Terrible.
both teams here, and GG's to Maryville.
Yeah. GG's. You guys both did really great. Congrats to Maryville for winning.
Yep, and that will conclude today's Val stream. I am Weebins here, joined by...
I am Bean. It's nice to see you guys again.
Nice to see everyone here. Now, we do have one more stream tomorrow on Sunday. I believe that is the second round for our CVAL League team.
Mhm.
Should be happening around the same time. But that
Yeah.
will conclude with that in mind. Thanks for tuning in today, and see y'all later.
Yeah. See you guys. Bye.